this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand.
Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. It's only one team over here, it's Cowboys. Believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC 4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We got to go to free agency, then we got to go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
Matthew Golden, wide receiver from Texas, is 5'11", 191 pounds, ran a blistering 4.2940 at the NFL Scouting Combine. This is one of the more polished wide receivers in this draft class. This is not just a north-south speed, maybe a little bit tight, what you see guys that run this fast. This is a loose, polished, instinctive route runner with outstanding toughness. He does a great job of getting separation out of the break. He stays grounded through the catch. He runs right through the ball, doesn't have to cradle or protect himself. He really does trust his hands. He can break tackles, he can make you miss, and evidenced by the speed, he can run away from you as well. This is both a reliable and an explosive weapon in this year's draft class. I think that makes him quite unique, and that's what makes him, to me, someone worthy of hearing his name somewhere in the middle of the first round, and someone that's going to be hitting home runs very early in his NFL career.
Wide open and into the end zone is Matthew Golden.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well around Cowboys Nation. And right beneath me, we have Lucifer, evil incarnate, the sinister of the most sinister, despicable, evil presence. I get shivers down my spine when I mention this creature. It hurts me that we have to endure his presence, man. We got Landlord from Alabama, a.k.a. the Lord of Darkness, a.k.a. Mr. Nefarious, a.k.a. God, please deliver us.
Yeah, man. Man, like I said, you just getting worse and worse with the intros, man. It's just crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? you done mastered your what can I say? Your evilness. You done mastered it. So that's
Also,
what's up.
and Jared Jones, and we know people shrink with age, but Jared Jones at his tallest was 6 foot.
Was 6 feet. I literally listen. I swear to God, I was literally just googling that. I had to know because I want to know is that a legit 5'11" that Golden is? Cause like if he 5'9", you know what I'm saying? I'm a little concerned.
He legit.
Cause you know he looked slightly taller than Jerry. Now, I know Jerry probably ain't, you know, he might not be standing upright no more because he's an older man. But he right there with Jerry. So yeah, Matthew, he looked like he a legit 5'11".
Indeed, man, indeed. And hey, man, shout out to everybody out there. Let me show some love before we get deep into the content. My boy CJ the Original was Gucci. Elijah Robinson, what's up with you? My brother JVB boy. My guy Justin Kitchen in the building, man. What's up with you? Thank you for sliding in and showing love, supporting the content. Joe Chanchina in Italy, not from China. What's good with you? Darren Southern in the building, man. Big Dal 8604. Marcus McFarland. Ty Church in the building, man. Salute to everybody, man. If I missed you, judge it to my eyes. I am getting old. Jameson Taylor, John Jones, G Whiting. That's DJ. I don't even know who Ken Folk is. That's a fine name. The Original People. What's Gucci with y'all, man? Taiwan. Salute to all y'all. Jeff Branham. We in the.
Shout out to all our folks, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in for the win. Shout out to y'all.
Indeed, man. Indeed. So listen, we're gonna talk about it, cause as you just saw, that boy was a 30 visit. He had his official visit with the Dallas Cowboys. And listen, when he was there, this is what he posted. He up here taking in the sights and the views. This man reposted this picture while he was out there, man. Hold on. Here it go. That man was excited. You know, this was up there, man. He had to post CeeDee Lamb when he was out there at the 30 visit, man. So this is going to be the real question I have for y'all. We know the Dallas Cowboys have interest in Matthew Golden. They also have interest in Tech McMillan. You know, they're the two best wide receiver prospects in this year's draft. One guy has all the production in the world. You know, you look at what Tech McMillan did in Arizona. He got all-world production. But, you know, that boy, Matthew Golden, he has all the traits. He's a superb athlete, superb route runner, got excellent hands, game speed. So, you know, really the question would be, what would you prefer out of the two? Do you want the production, or do you want the upside and potential that Matthew Golden brings to the table as a wide receiver playing alongside CeeDee Lamb? So that's going to be the real question I have for everybody today to start the show off. Landlord, at 12, if Ted McMillan was available and Matthew Golden was available, who would Landlord from Alabama choose? There are no wrong answers. Who would you prefer, and explain to us why?
My answer would be yes. But nah, I mean, it's so crazy for me because, like, at the same time, I can make a great case for either one because they both do stuff that we don't have. And that might not be hard to do because we are very underwhelming at the wide receiver position, right? So it's a lot of stuff we don't have. But they both fit perfectly to what we miss. Like, we missing a tall guy for Tech. You can say that, a possession receiver. CeeDee Lamb can do those things, but that's not his specialty. CeeDee Lamb is just versatile. He can do all of it. He can do everything damn good. But he's not, I wouldn't say that's his specialty. You see what I'm saying? So somebody like Tech, if it's 3rd and 10, bro, I know the whole community hate curl routes. You can send Ted on a curl route. Now it's 1st and 10. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's a given. You tell him to go run to the marker and turn around. That's a first down, bro. That's a first down for him. So we need a guy like Ted, and we also need a guy like Golden to take the top off. So, I mean, it's really more preference. It's preference because Golden can do a lot of those things too. But my personal preference, we already know my opinion is fluent. You know what I'm saying? It is up and down because I'm continuously getting more information and looking at more and more of they tape and, of the numbers and this and that. But right now, surprisingly enough, I probably go with Matthew Golden.
Okay. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Because remember, I already said there is no wrong answers. Because the only prerequisite for me to want you on my football team is if you're better than what I have. And both of these guys at pick 12 would be instant improvements over the wide receivers that we currently have. Matthew Golden is a day one starter. Tech McMillan is a day one starter. So I'll say this. This would be contrarian because I don't care. I really don't care which one we get, honestly. If you get Matthew Golden, I'm doing backflips. If you get Tech McMillan, I'm doing backflips. But just for argument's sake, I would say my preference would be Tech McMillan, and it's really just because of that one thing. It's just because of the production. Because he has been a double-digit touchdown guy already. He has been a 1,300-yard guy already. He has been the number one guy for multiple seasons at a time. Teams game plan for him. They still can't stop him. A lot of tape out on him. He still has success for the most part while playing with a bad quarterback. I know Quinn Ewers ain't the best quarterback in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but he is a better quarterback than what Tech played with. And that's one of the things you do have to think about when you're out here, comparing wide receivers. Because who throws them the football is important. Like, wide receiver is one of the most dependent positions when it comes to grading folks. Right.
I kind of got to take that back a little bit. I keep forgetting about Turpin. Turpin can take the top off.
Yeah, but
we signed him for, the bare minimum of receiver money, right?
We gave him the most special team guy money ever. So as a guy that's considered a special teams player, we gave him the most money ever. Now it's not really a lot of money for a wide receiver. I think it's like $6 million a year, maybe $8 million. I forget the exact dollar amount, but like you said, it's peanuts for a wide receiver.
So we gotta count Turpin. Whether Shotty can work with him or use him to his best ability, that's yet to be seen. But his skill set is taking the top off. So I might lean towards Golden because I don't got nothing. Tech. I don't got nothing that resembles Tech on this team. So I might have to go with Tech then. I take it back. I'm sorry. I forgot about Turpin, bro.
But I understand why you didn't count Turpin either, though, because I don't even think about Turpin like that, and it's not really Turpin's fault. They did not really utilize Turpin in a manner to devote confidence in him as a playmaker for you. You know what I mean? Like, we saw.
That's a good question, Tyrone.
What is wide receiver 3 money? We'll look into it in just a second because you got me curious at this point too.
I really want to know that too. Is that even a thing? Like, you know how you just running a game at the gym. Mm-hmm. You just in the game. They like, you want to play?
Damn.
That's what they say to wide receiver 3. They're like, hey, you want to run with us? That's
you know what I think wide receiver 3 money is? Rookie deal money.
What?
Rookie deal money. I don't think they sign wide receiver 3s. I think they either trade for a guy on an expiring contract, or they draft little niggas like that. What is wide receiver 3 money? What is wide receiver? Who is wide receiver 3 in Dallas now?
Could we name a wide receiver 3 in the league?
Not really. Randall Cobb was your wide receiver 3 at one point when you had a very good wide receiving core, right? Michael Gallup. As a matter of fact, I think I am right, because when we had CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup was wide receiver 3, he was on his rookie deal. Nobody had an issue with third round pick money Michael Gallup. The issue with Michael Gallup came when we signed him to be our number 2 after the injury. He would make all the money in the world. And even the contract we gave Randall Cobb was a 1-year deal for very little money. So I think it's that. I think it's 1-year deal money. 1 year deal, mid-level wide receiver money, and rookie contract money. I think that's wide receiver 3 money because those are the guys that they pegged to do that. They don't really pay wide receiver 3s. They pay wide receiver 2s because we seen that with T. Higgins. I don't think they pay wide receiver 3s.
I think they, like I said, they just ask people, "Do you want to run with us?" and that's why I was
basically. Because shit, Randall Cobb's career was down there over before we came to Dallas, and Dak turned that man up. That man got a whole new contract when he left Dallas off of what he did with us, and never did anything else after that. He said, "Until Jerry is gone, they'll never win anything." Damn.
Hold up. Shout out to the intro guy. This little she said. She said, "If I'm a wide receiver and you trying to put me at 3 or 4, just trade me, bro."
Hey, it be like that.
They be like, "You busy on Sunday? You run with us. Just run with us. We gonna let you play with us." This
Shout out the boss in the building too, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the boss. Shout out to everybody, man.
Hey, ask boss, how much is wide receiver 3 money? I think they just recruit people like on the go, like on the fly with it. Like, "Are you busy Sunday?" They called me the other day. They was like, "Landlord, what you doing Sunday in September?" I was like, "I'm gonna be busy. I'm
gonna be watching the game. I ain't trying to play, man. Damn." But yeah, I think it is there. I think it's like rookie deals and vet minimums and shit. Like you don't pay wide receiver 3s. Like Lan said, you just find them.
So, okay, I know it's a preference, right? But since we talking receiver, who would be regarded as the second best receiver on the team?
Jalen Tolbert.
That's kind of hard though. Tolbert got the, I guess he got the production, right?
He got more yards than everybody else. He got more touchdowns than everybody else. It would have to be him by default at this point in time because he just.
We need to look at the targets too.
I mean, yeah, but that comes with the territory. Like, CeeDee Lamb is the most targeted. He also the best wide receiver. You know what I'm saying?
But if we're talking about, I think I mean maybe I can speak for everybody, but I don't know. But if you got Turpin and Tolbert on the field, who you feel better about?
I ain't seen enough from Turpin to say I feel good about Cuz like that as a wide receiver. I see the flashes.
I think I feel a little better about Turpin. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't like we looking for the one-eyed person in the land for the blind anyway. But I'm just saying, I think I feel slightly better about Turpin. On a critical down though, I might say Tolbert. Cause Tolbert used to come through in the clutch though. He'll come through in the clutch. He got a game winner last year. Every time Dak scrambled, he found him. Like Tolbert clutch though. I give him that. I give him that. He clutch.
He great in the scramble drill and all that other stuff. But that's the issue with Turpin that I have. I have not seen enough wide receiver shit from Turpin to say that that I trust the man. I've seen some great.
Yeah, I want to see what everybody's opinion is. Who you feel better about? I see you got to say Tolbert.
We already a house divided.
Yeah.
Said back to work. Salute to my boy JB though.
Salute.
Yeah, man. I'm not sure.
I want to know how to make you feeling because, I mean, naturally when we draft one, whoever y'all pick, somebody moving down on this depth chart.
He said the answer is 1.5 million to $1 million. That's wide receiver 3 money. Yeah, that sounds like a wide receiver on a rookie deal too, or a wide receiver on a vet minimum.
But didn't you just say Turpin getting like $6 million a year?
Now?
What Tolbert making?
He a 3rd round pick, so he damn sure probably ain't making that. Let me see what Jalen Tolbert contract is.
It look like Turpin is. If we following the money, it look like Turpin is the wide receiver.
But they didn't pay him to be a wide receiver. He got paid, and he got all his accolades being a return man. He's an all-pro returner. He's not an all-pro wide receiver. You paid him that money to continue to bring punts back and kickoffs back because he's one of the best in the National Football League at doing it. Let's see, Jalen Tolbert contract. See, Jalen Tolbert don't make no money. That man deal was $5 million in total for 4 years.
Lord.
And they
So who you got to think? Who are you incentivized the most by to you?
shout out to Taiwan for the Cash App too, man. Thank you for the love and support. I swear to God, I'm finna answer your question. But hey, man, you know we're still under a RICO right now. They hate our guts. Me and Landlord is doing these shows off the love. So if y'all just want to support us and help us keep the lights on and help us be in position to continue to do content and talk to y'all about these damn Dallas Cowboys, hit the Cash App or hit the Cash App. Mine is $ Henny the More. His is $ Landlord 723. Appreciate y'all in advance. He said go, yeah, but cause this the thing. The Jared Jones like to finesse, so I see where you coming from, right? He like to finesse, so I signed this man like this the most money for a kick returner, but it ain't really no money for a wide receiver. I got him for 3 years now because he signed his name on the dotted line. So if I got 700 yards and 7 touchdowns from a Turpin, I won. I came up. I ain't really paying for him to be that productive, but I got that production from him. So I understand what you're saying, because if he actually pans out to be a good wide receiver, you know, you got that kind of production for penny on a dollar. Whereas if you actually were going out to pay for a wide receiver with that kind of production already, you know, like Keenan Allen came off a 700 yard, 7 touchdown season last year. You know, he looking for $10 million a year.
With a rookie quarterback, I think he could have been better.
He would have damn sure been better over here.
Intriguing about drafting a receiver, because you know, you think about what that player brings. But everybody thinking about that player individually. I think I'm more thinking about that individual added to CeeDee Lamb and Dak. That's why I'm head over heels about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I feel like it's gonna benefit us to new heights. Like, it's gonna be ridiculous how much better I feel like we could be. So it's not just that individual. It's what you added him to. Like, if I was who terrible? If I was the Giants, like, they added Malik Neighbors and it still didn't do anything. Because look who they got, who they supporting cast is. You adding a receiver of this type of caliber to Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb and sometimes Ferg. You know, sometimes. But go ahead.
Key on the sometimes. So you're
heavy
right
on the
about
sometimes.
that.
Like, I used to, bro, I was head over heels for Ferg game about a year ago. I'm just fair, bro. I'm just fair. So I know people be fans of these people. Like, I'm fans of what you're doing for me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fans of some of these people, but I'm like, don't get it twisted. Like, if you don't deliver, I'm not finna be up here just giving you all these praises. Like, I thought Ferg was finna be a Pro Bowler, all pro or something. I thought Ferg was finna take it to a next level. So I can't be giving him all these compliments when it was an obvious underwhelming season. And I know he had an injury, but I mean, all I can do is go off of what you gave me. And hopefully I piss you off enough for you to go out here and give me 1,300 yards. You know what I'm saying? Just go ballistic. Like, I hope we do get them like that. So that's all I'm saying, man. I can't award you for bad behavior. That's just what I'm saying. I need you to do good. So, you know, we rock with Ferg. I expected more from Ferg. You know, you don't expect good shit from somebody who's sorry.
Of course.
So I just felt like he was better than that. You know what I'm saying?
He might be, but you know, he got to show it. Especially, you know how I feel about Ferg, man. I don't think the man has done enough to even get a contract extension from us at this point. Because, you know, you got 1 real year of production. You barely did anything as a rookie because you wasn't the guy. You had an outstanding second year, and then you underwhelmed this year. And now you're going to the final year of your contract. We don't know we need to pay you. There's guys out here with similar resumes resetting the tight end market, and you don't even know if Jake Ferguson is a long-term solution at the tight end spot. So he has no choice but to show up and show out this season.
Hey, man, I got to say something about this comment. Shout out to Paul Rodriguez. Bro said life ain't the same when y'all fellas ain't making content. Hey man, I appreciate that, man. We be needing to hear stuff like that sometimes. Hey, it be a battle doing this content, man. It ain't as easy as it look. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all rock with your boys, you gotta show us. Cause sometimes we be like, man, I don't know about a show today. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we
Yeah,
appreciate
we
that though.
appreciate the love, man. Love and support. Y'all be coming through, showing up for us, man. So just continue to hit the like button, continue to hit the share button, continue to give words of encouragement. And if you got it, when you have it, hit us with $1 or $2, man. A lot goes a long way, man. We can do a lot with a little. That's how we jump out and pop out at drafts and shit like that, man. That's how we can breeze a couple pockets to get a couple players to come on and chop it up with us from time to time, man. So we can do a lot with a little, man, if y'all support. Matter of fact, we got something coming down the pipeline. I just gotta confirm it with them. And I ain't gonna say too much. Just tune in. If it comes through like it's supposed to come through, we'll promote it, and y'all can, you'll be guaranteed that we'll have some fire content from Cowboys Uncut on this interview.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Sam for the cash up. I appreciate it.
Salute to Sam.
Hey, do you think, we just be assuming everybody named Samuel go by Sam? So my bad, Samuel. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Samuel might be like, my name ain't Sam, bro. My name is Samuel. Hey. So my bad, bro. Salute to you, though. I appreciate it.
That is extra trio, though. That is trio, though.
Even Michael might not want to go by Mike.
Well, I want the entire name said. Don't play with me.
we just give people nicknames and stuff.
Matter of fact, salute to Samuel on my end as well. Thank you for the love and the support. Like we said, man, if you rock with us, just hit that cash app. We'll make sure to run it up and use it for the content to continue to build on the craft, man. We appreciate y'all in advance. But yeah, man.
Shout out to Taiwan on my side with the cash app, man. I appreciate it.
Taiwan, man. Hey, I got another question for you, landlord. I got another question for you. I'm finna show you these players. I want to know what you feel about them. And really, this is going to be a class participation thing, man. This is every second-round pick of the Dallas Cowboys since 2016 in order, right? And I just want to know, how many of these people do you believe lived up to their draft position? Right? This is going to be a little exercise. Are you down, landlord? All right. And also, I want y'all in the chat box to participate as well. So, 2016, we drafted Jalen Smith. 2017, we drafted Cheetah Bay Awuzie. 2018, we got Connor Williams. 19, Tristan Hill. 2020 was Trayvon Diggs. Kelvin Joseph in 2021. Hold on. 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, that's right. Sam Williams in 2022. Luke Schoonmaker in 2023. And then Marshawn Nealon in 2024. Now, I'm going to be nice to Marshawn Nealon. He got hurt last year. He barely played.
His is incomplete.
His
he got
is
it incomplete.
But, dog, how do you feel about everybody else? Like, how
Okay, I'm going to go down the list. Jalen Smith. I think Jalen lived up to it.
Are you sure?
Oh, for a while, because he got a contract. He got a contract, a second-round pick. Didn't he get a Pro Bowl out of that?
Pro Bowl as a. Because remember, we drafted him very high. He was the 4th pick in the 2nd round. So he was
he got a Pro Bowl and he got a second contract. That's a successful career, bro.
Are you sure?
I feel like it is. I think he did okay.
Okay.
Did we sign Cheeto to a second contract?
I don't think so, because Cheeto went on to Cincinnati.
When I think about it, that gotta kind of give you an indication of how successful they were, right?
Maybe some
like
places.
If you doing good, I gotta give you a second contract.
Some places, but this is Dallas.
We'll take a bad player for cheap, though.
You know,
right.
like if this was like the Chiefs or the Patriots when Bill Belichick was there, like you get a second contract over there, like you just showed your naked ass, man. Dallas, you get by getting by. Cause listen, but continue though. I'll get my thoughts when you finish though. This is your thoughts.
Okay. Cheeto, I like Cheeto, but I can't say he lived up to a second round pick. Because especially if he didn't get a second contract. Connor Williams, I actually feel like he did. But y'all was too impatient and didn't let him walk away. Tristan Hill, no. That's all I got to say about him. Trayvon Diggs, come on. Absolutely. Kelvin Joseph, friend of the show. Sam Williams.
Hold on, this is friend of the show.
Hold on, I just had to go. I'm in a rush. Sam Williams, no, not yet. I say to be determined with him too, to be fair. To be determined. He's incomplete. Luke Schoonmaker, absolutely not. Marshawn Nealon, to be determined. So yeah.
Right. I'll give mine, but shout out to Tricks for the cash out. He said, I'm Team Golden now, but any weapon over O-line round 1. That's real right there. Shout out to Tricks for the cash up and the love and participation. So landlord, I'm gonna be a little bit more. Devious with mine. Cause listen, I'm gonna be nice to Jalen Smith because he's a good dude. So I'm a parrot what you say and just say that he worked out because he was a Pro Bowler, he was a starter, he did play well for you for a prolonged period of time, and he was somebody that would have been a first round pick if not for that injury that he suffered.
And we thought we had the best linebacking core in the league for a minute. We really did
have the best linebacking core for like a season or two before the injuries, piled up on LVE. 2018, they were definitely the best linebacking core in that National Football League. You had Sean Lee, you had LVE, and you had Jalen Smith. Sean Lee was a All-Pro that year. Sean Lee was still Sean Lee, and Jalen Smith was a Pro Bowler that season.
Shout out to Tricks on my end too for the cash out.
So you know what? And also to be fair, while he was in Dallas, he had 3 straight 100 tackle seasons, 121, 142, 154, and in that time period, he tallied up 8 sacks and 2 interceptions. So he didn't play bad.
That sounds like success to me.
He didn't play bad, especially for somebody that they didn't know this man was gonna be able to walk again normally because he had nerve damage. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
I'll show my boy Jalen Smith some love because he's a success story from overcoming that. If he ain't did nothing else, he wanted life. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't did nothing else, he wanted life. So shout out to Jalen Smith. Cheeto Bay Awuzie, no, and not because he wasn't a bad player. It's just his best years were not with the Dallas Cowboys.
I about to say it just didn't work out for us because I actually like Cheeto. I really wanted to keep him, but it just didn't work out.
And I think it's the same with Connor Williams. His best years came when he went to Miami and he changed positions. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody that also did not get a second contract. Tristan Hill is a fuck no. Trayvon Diggs, that man is an All-Pro. When he's healthy, he's one of the best one of the best corners in the National Football League. But I'll tell you this, man. If this nigga get hurt one more time, this might be a asterisk. It might go from a hell yes to an asterisk. If my man.
You can't say that because the career he already had, he already surpassed the second round player.
You sure about that?
Real talk. Yes, he was an All-Pro more than 1 year. Then
let me see. I know
and he got a second contract, even though he ain't did nothing on it.
That's what I'm saying.
But he did.
That's why
I
said right now it's a yes. I'm just saying like your career has to play out, dog.
Now listen, I'm with you. Like if he get hurt after this year, it's like hold on now, we gonna be needing another DB very very soon. But I'm just saying like I think he's been so successful up until this point that you know what I'm saying. I think you could still say because he was a second round pick. I want everybody in the chat to let me know how would you feel if Trayvon Diggs was picked in the first? How would you feel about him?
I mean, I don't think that's the conversation that we're having. We know that he dope.
No, yes it is because we asking was he a successful second round pick? I feel like Trey would have been a successful first round pick from what he did.
But that's the point. We're talking about right now. up to this point, he's successful. And that's why I put the caveat, if he misses more time, my opinion on that will change. He was a dominant corner, to his first 3 years in the National Football League. He only played 2 games in 2023, and he was limited to 11 games in 2024. He's barely going to play this year, right? He's probably going to miss half the games this year. You know what I mean? Because he had bone on bone. His knee is bone on bone. That's what I'm saying. So if he
Chad bang about
if he misses, like a majority of the last 4 seasons, which might happen, I have to change my opinion on that, because you only gave me 2 fire-ass seasons.
Not like top of the league season.
Yes, they were great seasons. He had
So you gotta say that's a successful second round, bro. Like,
I think y'all forget how successful some other people's second round picks are.
I mean, that's if they more successful than Trayvon did, sir, they might as well have been a first rounder. That's what I'm telling. He's a phenomenal player to be a second round.
Nobody is saying it's not true for the moment in time right now at this point. I'm just saying, if the nigga missed more time and those good years get further and further on the back burner, then I can't say that shit. Like, you gotta update your resume.
But look, we left a lot of people alone like that. He telling the truth, but I ain't saying he wrong. But I'm just saying, like, we can't really talk about something that ain't happening yet. We talking about who he is
right now. You fighting about the hypothetical. We can leave the hypothetical alone. I already said he's a good second round pick at this moment.
All right, man. I ain't trying to fly Arkansas, man. Don't do that.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, because I love that. I love the nigga. Like,
I know one dude named 14 that ain't playing. Just keep on going.
That's fine. I got a new little nigga named 20. We just call that boy Doug. Call that boy Doug, man.
He going crazy.
He running the score.
Lord.
And then listen, to be fair, maybe I am hypercritical, because I'm hypercritical about a lot of shit. So, maybe I am being a little hard on my nigga. But still, I'm just saying, man, like, that concerns me. Because them niggas out here thinking about corner right now, we should not be thinking about corner. It's not his fault.
I agree with it too. I ain't mad at it, bro. I mean, look, you think I'm willing to ring the alarm on Dak and not ring the alarm on Trey? They in the same position.
Yeah. Like,
they in the same position. Like, if Dak get hurt again, we need a quarterback. If Trey get hurt again, bro, we need a corner. Like, I'm even with this stuff. Like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
You Gucci, Nick? Connor Williams. I think it's the same. Best years came away from Dallas. Tristan Hill. Do I really have to say that shit? Kelvin Joseph. Come on now.
Just dismissing our good old Dallas Cowboy players like that.
I just said come on now. That's all I have to say. I said you got to go all the way back to Sean Lee. We talk about since 2016, since Dak Prescott been on the roster. When was Sean Lee even drafted? It seemed like Sean Lee got drafted during the Obama administration or some shit. I think he was drafted during the Obama administration. Let me look. Sean Lee. Let me see. Yeah, Sean Lee got drafted in 2010, man. I was in high school. I said, I agree. If Dak get hurt again, Cowboys need another quarterback. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. We can't afford another one.
Nah, because listen, man, I love Dak Prescott. He's one of my favorite players on the team. If this nigga get hurt again, I'm going to fire his ass for no call, no show. And let's keep it real. I rock with Dak. I rock with Trey. But I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you don't show up for work, I gotta find somebody else to fill your position while you're gone. And if you're gone too long, they ain't your position no more. That's life.
And two people to do
Yeah.
one job. So do
Yeah,
you
that's
think?
what I'm saying, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. So and listen, I know you said that Sam Williams is incomplete. Sam Williams is in the final year of his contract. Sam Williams has never had more than 4.5 sacks in a season. I know, I understand he got all the potential in the world. I understand that he is a talent. That shit has not translated. And the nigga be committing all the penalties underneath the sun. So you know what? I'm gonna say up to this point it's a no for my nigga Sam. And that's just real.
Fair of you,
He
but
said it's
go
not
ahead.
fair.
No.
Why is it not fair? I want you to continue. Life ain't fair, nigga.
See that? Go ahead. This your list, though. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, man, I can't help that nigga got hurt. Sean Lee bitch ass be hurt all the time. He was great, but shit, that nigga didn't play either. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, it is what it is. Injuries happen. I'm not faulting you for being injured, but I'm faulting you for not being there. You know what I'm saying? You should have been taking some steroids. You should have been cloning yourself or something. You should have did something.
The only reason I'm giving him a little leeway is because he ain't been injured enough to make me say, like, okay, nigga, you get hurt one more time, I'm done with you. He ain't at that level yet.
I ain't talking about that, but you know, I also,
that's the only reason I'm giving him leeway.
Yeah, but the first 2 seasons though, you know, the lack of production, and to be fair, he is in a rotation. You know what I'm saying? But still, you're a top 50, 60 pick as a pass rusher. I'm gonna need some production from you. He said I'm mean.
The thing about it was, yeah, you is mean. But the sad thing about it is, though, this was his year here. This was the year that the Cowboys set up for him to display it. He just got hurt. So, like, that's what suck about it. But I feel you, though. I feel it ain't our fault.
It's not his fault
so
either. But, you know, it happened. You know, I can't. This is our subject, but you remember we were having that conversation when you're a grown man, no matter what happens, it's your fault.
Yeah, you got fault in it.
No
it
matter
don't
what
matter
happens,
what happens.
I'm like, damn, like he was just outside and plane fell on him. He said, "What the nigga doing outside? What he outside?"
He supposed to be in the house. Hey man, that's just some grown man stuff. No matter what life throws at you, supposed to be ready for it or prepared for it some kind of way. That's just how it's set up. So yeah, you got some kind of fault in it.
Nigga, why you ain't have a spare leg, nigga? You knew shit like this happened. You want to have a donor leg? put that hole on like a spare tire.
But for real though, like you do supposed to be prepared for stuff like that. Some stuff God just don't make happen to you. That's just life. But you know, okay, let's say this. Whatever happens to you, you're supposed to be in the best situation to handle it. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I think that's how it should go.
I agree with you. You said if Sam start, he will get double-digit sacks. I pray to God he do, because we need him. You know, I'm just talking about, because listen, the season ain't been played yet. If he come out, he's a double sack guy, he a Pro Bowler, or he getting Pro Bowl consideration and shit, then I will change what I feel about the man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about right now, predating the 2025 season. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like right now, Trayvon Diggs is super successful. You know? And just right now, Sam Williams is not a success story to me. Luke Schoonmaker should have never been a Dallas Cowboy to begin with. Marshawn Nealon, we don't listen. And I said I'm gonna get a nigga incomplete. Y'all don't know this nigga. Y'all didn't know this man when they drafted him. Y'all didn't look at no motherfuckers from no Western Michigan. Y'all didn't even scout this man.
Hey, boss. Hey, that was so crazy about me when I said that. I'm like, what you doing outside, bro? Like, I'm just trying to. Hey, it's you got fault in this stuff, bro. It's kind of your fault, though.
All right, cool. My brother here is.
Why you in at work?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You outside. Why you in at work? You know
so let's see. He said the league-wide success rate for a second round is 33 to 40% turning to starters, so I don't think we are that far off. All right. Jalen Smith was a starter. Cheeto was a starter. Connor Williams was a starter. Trey was a starter. So that's 4. So 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're close. If that is all that it takes to be successful, if you just start, you ain't got to be good, then we're on track. A lot of these niggas wasn't good though, or ain't good, or ain't showed enough to say if they good or not.
I told y'all I felt like what the mentality be for the Cowboys when we drafting in the second round. Like we be trying to squeeze out a first rounder. You know what I'm saying? We be trying to say, okay, we be going for ceiling players every single time. And we be disregarding what they are right now. Cause you gotta think, we be going after that bird in the bush all the time. Like the bird in the hand is who the player is right now. See what I'm saying? We disregard that. We like, well, we project him to be this and that. You can project all you want. The player still gotta reach that level. And if he don't reach that level, you probably did something crazy. That's all.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you on that part, man.
Every player on that list had potential. They just didn't reach it.
And listen, I'm not trying to be mean. Like y'all hurt my feelings. Y'all said I'm the nicest nigga in the world, in my opinion. I'm just
Lies.
See,
Lies. You cuss people out every day on your show.
They deserve
it.
They
don't.
deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Them people got kids and families and mothers and stuff.
That's too bad for them. Cause listen, if they got people depending on them, they are fucked.
That sounds like a mean guy.
I'm just saying.
To me.
I'm
You
just
know what I'm
saying.
saying?
You know, stupid people don't raise good children.
See that? This is why we ban people. We asked us why we ban off YouTube. It's because I do shows with him.
Hell no. I'm doing.
Shout out to Mafia Productions in the
Salute to
building.
my guy, Mafia Productions. He said golden all day. Listen, my boy, I know that he recanted, but my boy is really high on Matthew Golden. Hey, I don't think you said this on the show yet, man. Tell everybody what your comp for Matthew Golden is, man. I think it's a damn good one.
Your last piece.
My comp for Matthew Golden, I see Jalen Waddle. I see Jalen Waddle right now. Like, I see it. I see the deep route running. I see the quickness, the cuts. Man, I'm telling y'all. Then he got the body control. He got the spectacular catch going. Like, I don't see a weakness in this man game. The only weakness I see is he don't have consistent production that I can say I can stand up on. I can stand up for. You know what I'm saying? He don't got that. So that's the only concern, that I haven't seen it over a long period of time. But I'm telling you right now, I see every characteristic, every trait I see from this dude, I like it. That's all I'm saying. Like, he looking great out there.
My boy, my boy Darren, a real one. He said, "You ain't mean, big dog. You just express your opinion in your own way. That what makes you unique with the content." I appreciate you, man. Now you see, landlord up here talking about I just give out bullets a handshake. There's no in between, man. Like I'm a nice guy, man.
Nah,
ain't that many people got shot?
A whole bunch of people the body's piling up. We had to get some up out of here, man. Messing with him.
He said Tech gonna require being the wide receiver 1. Golden is a perfect fit as a supposed wide receiver 2. And I got another subject to talk, but let's pivot back to that. Now, out of your personal opinion, who do you think is actually the best scheme fit for the Dallas Cowboys? Like, schematically, who do you think is the best fit?
I don't really know Shotty's scheme yet. So it's kind of a mystery.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? If we knew exactly how he liked to do his thing, and like, we gotta remember, this is Shotty with a little more control. So even the old Shotty from Seattle and all that stuff, he might be feeling himself and add some more stuff. You see what I'm saying? So don't even think that he gonna be that same guy. This is head coach Shotty right here. No, the world hasn't seen this guy before. So we don't know what type of time he gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see. But like, I think the best thing we could do is compare Golden or Tech's skill set with the skill set that we had. That's the best thing I feel like we could do. And I feel like Ted probably fulfill it a little better, but I think Golden's ceiling is ridiculous. Like real talk.
And also to answer T Jack's question, both Golden and Ted have the ability to play in the slot and play the X receiver position. They both possess that ability. I know folks don't really think of Ted and think of slot, but Ted is one of the highest graded slot receivers in the draft. But I will tell you where Golden has a clear advantage, at least from this season. Golden has a much lower drop percentage. Golden's drop percentage is just like 4.7, and Ted's is 7.7. So there's like a 3% difference, which is actually massive. Savion Williams, whose hand is for decoration, that nigga drop percentage is 11.8. So don't drop no babies around him. He ain't gonna be able to catch them. Don't throw him no footballs. Don't hand him no iPhone. That bitch gonna fall and shatter. Keep that non-catching ass nigga away from Dallas. That's all I gotta say.
But one thing I see about Ted though, it just seems like I feel like his floor is higher though. See, it's so weird with them two. I feel like Golden got a higher ceiling, not by a whole lot. That's why Ted might be still the overall top guy. You see what I'm saying? It's not by a lot. But I feel like Ted's floor is way higher than Golden. Because at the bare minimum, Ted can be a possession receiver. At the bare minimum. At the bare minimum of Golden, what would he be?
For Golden,
a fly route guy?
Yeah.
Or a screen guy, a gadget guy?
For bare minimum, I wouldn't say like Avante Turpin or no shit like that. But like maybe if he doesn't pan out, he's McCole Hardman for the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? If he can't
answer that question too, boss. If you're still in the chat,
he just put bullet.
What's the bare minimum? What's the bare minimum of Golden, and what's the bare minimum of Ted? And which one you think will be better? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, which bare minimum trumps the other?
And he said, "What's Savion do? He can't catch." And like, I know maybe I'm hyperbolic.
That man's hands was for decoration.
They are, because his hands are just there. They don't catch. They don't catch.
You crazy.
I mean, shit. I seen this man. Listen, you saw what I saw. And that landlord, no, I'm not lying. I saw the nigga go watch them boys against Stanford. You saw what I saw, did you not, landlord?
Yeah, he dropped the ball like 4 times in a row.
He did that. I showed that's what I showed him. I didn't even show him what happened in Baylor when he got behind the defense. I ain't show him the other plays. Like, it was too egregious for me to disregard that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Numb.
Yeah. Nah, I did.
I was just gonna say real quick. Shout out to Numbhead Neil for the cash app, man. You a real one. He said for the fire content. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Hold on. Lou got a higher floor for my boy. He said maybe a bigger Cole Beasley. I like that.
He said bare minimum. Okay, Golden bare minimum is a route running and separation. Maybe a bigger Cole Beasley. So what is Ted bare minimum?
I think Ted has a very high floor. But what's crazy, neither one of these guys has the highest floor out of the wide receivers.
Yeah, I think Ibuka floor might be the highest.
Yeah, I think Ibuka has the highest floor. Because I think at bare minimum, Ibuka is going to be a Tyler Boyd kind of player. He's going to, for many a years, he'll be an 800, 700. He might even pop off a couple 1,000-yard seasons at bare minimum. And at the tippy top, and listen, I know other people parrot the shit I say because I make good content, but this been about a month. I was on the show with you and Boss, and I was talking about how that boy reminded me of Amon-Ra St. Brown. And, I kept receipts from the show and shit, dog. So let me go ahead and show when I was actually comparing their scouting reports and comparing their RAS scores, man. So, I feel at the tippy top of skill level and his traits, he can be Amon-Ra St. Brown based on what I see from the film, based on their playing style, based on their skill set, the hands, the route running, the ability to attack defenses vertically. So, we've been on that, man. We've been on that over here, dog. I don't know what the other niggas be doing, but, we be ahead of the curve, man. I know a lot of niggas be trying to catch up, but it's Gucci.
Yeah, my dog Hen Ben pointed that out. So shout out
Yes,
to him.
indeed, man. He said Ibuka is steady Eddie and will get the job done as a run blocker and route runner. Oh, hell yeah. He does. Listen, that's why I think I like Ibuka the way I do. He does everything at a very high level. And listen, if Shotty really likes to run the football, he might covet the things that Ibuka does, because he's good at run support, and you can hand him the football. You can give him the football on jet motions and sweeps, and he can be very effective with it with the ball in his hand. All right, let's see. Stealing assholes, ain't they, man? Hey, we know what the real. But hey, my boy landlord actually has a life and he got shit to do, so he finna have to get off of here, man. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna let my boy give his final words on his thoughts, man, and we gonna wrap it up. We'll finish the last one a different day.
Yeah, man. I was just saying, I don't feel bad with either one, Ted or Golden. I feel like we would be in great shape regardless, because like I said, I feel like they both bring something to the table that the other receivers we have don't, even though that's not hard. And I feel like the wide receiver position will take us over the top. Like, I really do feel like that because of what we add in these wide receivers too. I'm still feeling good about what I've seen from Dak Prescott. I'm still feeling good about what I see from Sedarian Lamb. So you add a guy with that, maybe you get Ferg to break out again. Like, you got a good, solid offense right there. You know what I'm saying? Your offensive line showed what they showed last year. They are sustainable. You can work with that. That can work out with those guys. And, I feel like we can rock out with that. And then you add a few more pieces on the defense, or, draft an old lineman later or something like that. Man, we might be going crazy. So I just feel like wide receiver 2 is by far the biggest needle mover of the draft for your Dallas Cowboys. And I've been saying it for like 2 years. Unfortunately, now they just not saying that they caught up. So hope to God that we can get them on the right track.
Yes, indeed. And this is all I'm going to say on the way out, man. Wide receiver, you have to get it early. 10 wide receivers were taken before pick 37 last year. In a wide receiving class that is devoid of the same caliber as talent that they had last year in the draft, they're going to fly off the board quickly. We already seen people pushing T. Higgins up the board. Not T. Higgins, Jaden Higgins. He played like T. Higgins a little bit though. They pushing Jaden Higgins up the board. They pushing Trey Harris up the board. And we're gonna be just left there, without a dance partner, if it comes down to that. So the Dallas Cowboys must, go out there and address wide receiver 2 early in the draft, and then they can go BPA the rest of the draft, and nobody will cry about it. I think it's the best thing to do. Secondly, man, we'll be live again. I don't know, man. Probably. What's your schedule looking like tomorrow morning, man? You gonna be able to do a show?
Yeah, I should be able to. Maybe in the evening.
Yes, indeed. All right. Tricks, thank you for the cash app on the way out. He said, great show, y'all. I appreciate you for the love, man. So, yeah, we'll probably be able to get a show in before I go to work tomorrow. We'll go out here, rock out. We'll finish the last couple of topics. They got the Dallas Cowboys only winning 7 games this year. I know it's blasphemy, but we'll talk about it. Is it true? Is it cap? We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. But it is your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. And in the words of my big cousin, West Coast Cowboy, never look down because the star is up. Peace.